Okay. Hey guys, Denali is at her dad's house right now, so I thought I'd take a minute and just show you how her kennel is set up, her crate, to go along with the crate training lesson on the sidebar of the subreddit. So just so you can see, so you can actually see. Now, I happen to have a very large crate that I've modified. It's one of my dog's old crates, so I modified it and made it, put a wall in it, to make it much smaller for her, so you can, this is just a general idea. If you get a small crate and start there and buy a new one every time they age up, or if you start with a big one and put a wall in it. If you get one of the wire ones that has the movable wall, those are awesome. Get one of those, but it's just an overview. So we'll show you what's in it. You can't see very well, but this is a rather large crate, and of course we had to make it really small so it would fit a teeny puppy. So in here you can just see the dark parts really, but this is some wire. It's just stuff I had laying around. This is just like some small wire fencing, and yeah, and that's zip tied to the things on the side here, the vents on the side. And then this dark part you can't see, I don't think. Oh yeah, there you can a little bit. Is pegboard. It's just a scrap piece of pegboard that I had in my garage. I dusted off and cleaned and zip tied to the wire, so it's really sturdy. And there's you can kind of see there's raised spots. There's some in the middle too, in the bottom of this crate. So like she can't. That's not going anywhere. She can't push against it on the bottom. She can't push against it on the sides. It's good and sturdy. So because there's also parts that stick down at the top, so it's got support. So that's just how she's set up. So she's got about this size. Man, that is really hard to see. This is where she eats her breakfast. Nothing, her bowl doesn't really fit in here, and she hasn't quite gotten the hang of the Kong yet, so we're just doing it on the bare floor. I just put it on the floor, and she chows down for breakfast, and that makes the crate a really cozy place. I pull all of her stuff out of it every morning, and give her breakfast in there, and then we go on about the day. But so this is a heating pad. This is a human heating pad. I do not recommend these. They make ones for dogs, and those are better because they're made for dogs. However, she's very tiny, and she's not doing a lot of damage right now, and she won't need to use it for very long because we live in Texas, and it's about to get very warm. This thing is crap. This is a human heating pad, but it is crap. It is crap. It is not hot. If you wanted to use it for pain relief, it would suck so bad. A towel out of the dryer is warmer than this thing. So, and it's just off or on. Excuse me. So, the reason why this is in here is it's a little chilly, and I have wood floors in my house. So, down here on the floor, it's chilly at night. So, she has this, that goes in there. You can see where the cord comes out the door, and then that little teeny piece right there gets covered up with a blanket, and then everything else is out of the way where she can't get it. So, that's where we start. Nice little warm heating pad, keep her little tushy warm. Keep her nice and cozy. This is a blanket that we got and sent to the Fosters beforehand, long before we were coming to pick her up, so they could put it where the puppies sleep, and it would smell like everybody, and it would be a really familiar smell to come home with her. So if you have the opportunity to do that with your fosters or your adoption agency or your breeders or shelter or whatever, try to do that. And if you have the extra money and have the extra time, feel like being nice, buy them a blanket too, because they go through a lot. So that goes on one side, just hangs out right there. Whoops. And then this is a t-shirt that smells like Dad. She's in a sort of a transitional phase right now, so we got one of Dad's dirty t-shirts so that it smells like him, and when she transitions back to her staying at her own house, she'll have that familiar smell. So there's that. That's Dad's dirty t-shirt. And then we just have a few toys. We have an old washcloth thing tied into a knot. Right? Make sure it's clean. Make sure you haven't used any chemicals on it or anything like that. This one's actually brand new. It was out of a bag of scrap cloth cleaning things. Not a good Tucker toy. She likes it. And we have this thing. I don't know what it is. It is a strange number 3 with a tail. Or a seahorse. I haven't figured that out yet. But she likes it. It's one of her favorites. And she also likes to use it as a pillow. So that's really comforting for her in there. That usually goes over in that corner. We got just a little chewy bone. Keep her occupied. Since she hasn't figured out the Kong yet, we go with the chewy bone. And just another little, it's actually a cat toy. But it's her favorite. So that goes in there too, and that keeps her occupied, and that's about it. She does have a Kong, but she hasn't quite figured out how to use it in the crate yet, because she rolls it around on the floor a lot, so and goes really far with it, so we're working up to that. But so far she likes it. She likes it a lot. I can put her in here, and she nestles down in her little bed there, and uses her toy there as a pillow, and off to sleep she goes. And then you can see, when we shut the door, that this is the most important thing to me, because it's so, it scares me a little. But it's out of the way. She can't get it. There's no way she can get it. So it's okay. And then that's where she sleeps. That's where she hangs out when I can't watch her 24/7. That's where she takes her naps. That's where she sleeps at night. And then this same thing that she is now getting used to and learning to love will go, of course, with her to Dad's house. And then, so when she gets there, it'll be a familiar place with familiar smells and familiar things in it to go to sleep and make her transition a lot easier. So, that's an overview of the crate. There's not much else to say about it. So, we'll say bye, and we'll see you next time, and hopefully next time there's a puppy in the video. Okay, bye.